kids. I mean, he was kind of the inventor of that subgenre, if you want to call it that.
Stephen King certainly has exploited children as victims, children as evil, you know, and done it really quite well. I think it's an interesting tool because I think we become, as the audience, very conflicted because right away it's a child, so you have all of these mixed emotions about how you're supposed to feel about it.
One of Stephen's tricks is to put kids in jeopardy. It's a little bit too effective, I think, because it gets mimicked all the time. And it's one of those things that I resent. It becomes a trope. Now the kid is being victimized, so our heroes are justified in doing anything they want. They're morally excused, ethically excused from anything because there's a child involved.
Gage in Pet Sematary is interesting because in the beginning, he is just an innocent little kid, and he gets killed devastatingly. After I became a father, that scene had so much more weight than it did when I was younger. But it's interesting because he is the poster child for innocence in the beginning.
Hi, Daddy, I love you.
And then after he gets buried in the Pet Cemetery, he comes back as the villain.
Gage 2.0 comes in and cuts Fred Gwynn's Achilles tendon. It's such a simple move, but it's so cruel and it's so effective and it's so horrifying.
I don't scare easily. The moment that is iconic for me out of the 1980s is the twins from The Shining. They bothered me, and they stayed with me.
The twins at the end of the hallway. Every time I'm in a hotel and I'm in a hallway alone, that comes back for me, and I have this moment of like, please don't let the hallway feel longer than it is.
That is just a spooky-ass thing. And the kid is wonderful in it.
There's such a sadness about that. It's a lot of responsibility to have that awareness, to have that knowing, to have that power. It's a lot of responsibility for a child.
That was the slow kill for me too, was the kid, because he would sit there and you knew he knew. And there's nothing worse for a child to know. Adults, that's okay. But when a child embraces, you know, I know something that they don't know, then it becomes really terrifying.
Red rum. Red rum.
And as a child, of course, you tend to feel powerless. And the fantasy of being able to telekinetically punish one's enemies was really intoxicating. It just appealed to my, frustrated powerlessness that I felt as a child, that I think most children feel.